So ask yourself, what type of relationship do I want? Don't blame other people. But I do that because I'm a Libra placement. I'm cardinal, so I have no choice but to examine myself like a specimen. Hi Angel Fairies, I hope you guys are having an amazing, gorgeous, abundant day, and thank you so much for tuning in to another video this week. And this one is going to be about being passionate, not toxic, within your relationships. Now, I bet you're wondering, like, why am I even speaking about this topic? A couple of months ago, I made a tweet for my fixed sign placements, and fixed signs are Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. Those are the fixed sign placements. And I was like, fixed signs love to tap into toxic relationships because it makes them excited, it makes them feel alive, among other things, right? And so I was like, that is not healthy. Of course, toxic, the word toxic implies that it's not healthy. And as a fixed placement myself, particularly a Taurus moon, a Taurus Saturn, and I'm pretty sure I have an Aquarius Uranus, I know how that feels. I know the addiction to it. And like how you just can't help but doing that because it makes you just feel alive. It makes you feel fun. It just gives you a buzz of excitement. But the thing about it is, it's not healthy because not only are you ruining your life, you're ruining other people's lives, and you're hurting them and you're harming them. And so as I was doing that little toxic shit, in the back of my head, I was like, I hate this. I do not like hurting people. I do not like messing with people. And I don't mean like being narcissistic and being abusive type toxic, right? More so like, who are you talking to? Like acting like a brat, right? Acting like a brat. I feel like with fixed placements, we can act like a brat so easily. And so over time, I was like, okay, I need to let that go. I need to figure out how to do that because it's not that I want toxic relationships. I want passionate relationships. I want relationships with depth. I want relationship with excitement and fun, and relationships where I can just be my bratty self. But I want to make sure I do it in a way that it's not harming the other person in the relationship, right? So these are a couple of tips that I have learned along the way that helps with that, because you do not want to be toxic fixed signs. Like if you observe yourself from the outside looking in, and because fixed signs are such an internal modality, is such an internal sign, we hardly if ever look outside of ourselves and just observe what the fuck we're doing and being like, oh, that's crazy. But I do that because I'm a Libra placement. I'm cardinal, so I have no choice but to examine myself like a specimen. Okay, so that's why I can help you now. If you end up liking this video and want to see more from me, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications so you won't miss another one. Let's do this. Oh, and I also have a question before we go on. If you ever took in a stray cat, what did you do to make sure like they can come in with ease? Because I have a stray cat that's just always here, and I always feed them. I always feed all the stray cats in my neighborhood, but this one, he keeps coming back and he's so cute and I love him. So how do you like bring him in? Like, what are the steps? Because I know I need to take him to the vet. I know I probably need to get him shots and stuff like that. So how did you do that? Let me know. What can you do to turn your toxicness into passion? To turn your toxic into healthy relationships? To turn your toxic into a person who wants to go back to you, who wants to be around you? Because fixed signs, you can be exhausting to be around if you're like that. Like, I need y'all, if you have a fixed sign in your life, as a fixed sign, or if you're fixed sign, I need y'all to look at what y'all be doing. Y'all look a damn mess. Y'all look a fool. I'm sorry. I be looking at some of the shit now. I do too much sometimes. I do too damn much. I'm personally surrounded by fixed signs and mutable placements because it's all mixed up in their chart. Y'all should see how they be looking at me when I do too much. So I want you guys to kind of like, first observe what you're doing. Pay attention to the habits that you're cultivating. Ask yourself, is this actually healthy? Is this person having fun? Because sometimes we have a tough time reading the room because, again, we're so internal. We are always focused on ourselves. And that is a good thing, right? Because it helps us manifest our desires. That stubbornness helps us exist in our highest reality. But at the same time, we're harming people. So we need to make sure that when we use that I'm just paying attention to myself, I don't give a fuck about anything about me energy, is correct. Okay, so the first step you're going to do is just really observe what you're doing, see what's toxic, see what doesn't make you feel good, because if you're a good person, you're going to see when certain things does not make you feel good, and you're like, okay, yeah, I really can't tap into that anymore. Like, that's not resonating with me. And that was me. And then the next thing you're going to do is finding a balance. Now, when I started this journey, because fixed signs, and I'm a Taurus moon, because fixed signs are so polarizing, like we're polarizing signs, it's either this or that. There's no in between for us sometimes. So when I moved away from my toxic energy and my like bratty energy, and I went full on saint angel, right? It was fun, but I was bored. I was always at peace. I was like, this is not fun. Like, I like peace, don't get me wrong. Peace is my thing. I'm always searching for it. Don't play with me. I don't play about my peace. But I'm like, damn, I want to have fun too. I want to joke around and get on people's nerves. Fixed signs like getting on people's nerves, right? So I had to ask myself, okay, how can I make sure that when I am passionate, when I want to be passionate and not toxic, right? That I'm not hurting people, that when I'm getting on people's nerves, I pull it back. I know when to stop. I know when to tell them I'm playing. And I know when to make sure I follow that up with some kindness and compassion, because oftentimes that is what fixed signs forget, right? We don't know when to stop. We don't know how to read the room sometimes. And so I personally know how to read the room. But when it comes to me, like when my fixed nature, because I'm a Taurus woman, when my fixed nature comes out a lot, sometimes I don't read the room and people are uncomfortable and stuff like that. So I make sure I read the room. After I read the room, I make sure I follow it up with like, I'm just playing, or like, you know, you're so sweet though. You're really cute. Like stuff like that. And it's not like you're faking it, because that's another thing I used to have, like a issue I used to have. I'm like, oh, aren't I faking this? I'm like, no, because you genuinely want to connect. You want to have fun. You want to show people you're playing. So you genuinely, like, you can be truthful. You don't have to be fake. So yeah. Make sure you follow that up with some kindness, following it with compassion, and then also making sure you do not do that shit all the time. Don't be a brat all the time. Don't be annoying all the time. Do you want to be known for being just overwhelming and unworkable? Now, be mindful. Make sure you enforce boundaries, because again, when a person gets real close to a fixed sign, and this video is for anyone, right? So if you're toxic and you want to change that because you understand, like, it's not really you wanting to be toxic, you just want to be passionate, this is for you. But once a person gets so close to a fixed sign and they start realizing, like, they starting to get the fixed sign is trying to get vulnerable, they try to take advantage. Always. They love us. I don't know. So make sure you still enforcing boundaries. Just because you're not toxic doesn't mean you're not enforcing boundaries. Okay? But yeah, making sure that you find balance and that you don't always try to be bratty and be mean and be passionate, and just channel that in different healthy ways is going to be key. And so let me give an example of what I'm talking about, because you know, maybe it can be a multitude of things, but for me, one of the toxic traits I used to have is just is when people be like, did you want this? I'll be like, no, I don't want that. No, I'm not doing this. And they'll laugh. But I would keep going, because I don't know what it is, but fixed signs do not know when to stop, because we're having fun. But then, like, once I keep going and I get like, it seems like I'm serious, everybody else starts to get uncomfortable. Because I remember I did it the other day. I was like, Nisha, stop saying that shit. And Nisha's my cousin. I was like, stop saying that shit. Stop, shut up. And she kept going, because at first she thought I was playing, and I was playing. That's the thing, I was playing. I was like, you're not getting in my car with that. You're not getting in my car with that. And it kept going, and then she slowly got uncomfortable, and so I was like, oh, wait a minute, now you pull it back, and then just show her I was just playing, right? And typically I get like that when I'm closer to my period. I get bratty when I'm closer to my period. And so just, again, making sure you're intentional and you're mindful of what you're doing so you don't hurt other people. But yeah, like, especially when I get around my period, I do get bratty. Fixed signs, we got that bratty nature. And so finding someone who can enjoy that and handle it is good, but again, do not take advantage of it. And don't be a brat all the damn time. Like, it's not fun, it's not cool. Because the thing is, it's like, it's a defense mechanism. Like, we want people to accept us at, like, our lowest, especially if you are a Scorpio. Scorpio come out swinging. Like we come out swinging. We come out already ready to show people like how much of an asshole we are. But the thing is like, we're not assholes. We're not mean. We are just used to that because that was what we were shown first. But yeah, when you're shown like something toxic first and you've been conditioned to respond to that first, to show people that first before anything, because as soon as people get to know you and see all sides of you, they leave you. You're gonna want to just show that first, right? But this is you going back to making sure you trust the people you're around. But that's not good. That's not good, because you know that's not your true self. That's just a armor that you've put on to protect yourself from people who would otherwise be with you and connect with you. Like you've always been in preparation mode. So stop preparing for people to leave you. Stop preparing for people to hurt you. Stop preparing for people when they see all sides of you, and sometimes it may not be pretty. They don't want you. Stop preparing for that, because you don't have to. There's going to be people around you who's going to understand you. And especially if you are working on yourself, you're making sure you're healthily communicative. You don't, consistently and constantly take out your emotions on other people, because again, emotions are explosive, impulsive sometimes. And so you may like in the moment blow up. But if you remind yourself, okay, wait a minute, let me bring it back. Let me calm down. Let me emotionally regulate and speak clearly, or either go in silence and just connect with myself first before I come back, that's more than enough, right? Like that's perfect. When you understand that not only that person can meet you, but you can meet them. You do not have to be a person who shields themselves with toxic habits and toxic cycles and things of that nature, because that's typically what it means. You don't want to be vulnerable and you don't want to be open. And then even if you want to be vulnerable and open, you overdo it. You're overwhelmed. And now that person is overwhelmed and they leave you. And then all of a sudden you fulfilled your prophecy. Of course I knew they wasn't going to stay. Well, yeah, you made it that way. You moved that way. You thought that way. You assumed that way. And it became that way. So this is just like what I would recommend, to just be passionate and not toxic within your relationships. Find things that make you creative. Find things that make you extremely open and awesome, and not always, fighting for dominance within your relationships, or always having to apologize, or, ignore those apologies, or ignore like what happened and just go on, because that's not good whatsoever, right? You do not want to be a person who doesn't know how to apologize. You do not want to be a person who has to apologize all the time. You don't want to be a person who is constantly hurting others. So make sure not only do you observe what you're doing, you're paying attention to it and you're moving accordingly. That's all you have to do, okay? Like, yeah, because I understand what it's like to want to just be bratty and to be open and to just play a lot. But there's a way to do it. And there's a way to make sure like you're not hurting people, because there are lines I don't cross. Like when I'm bratty, I don't talk about people's appearance. I don't talk about anything that will hurt them, like intentionally. And I think that is a good thing. Like, having your boundaries, honoring other people's boundaries, being kind, being compassionate, but you can still have fun, right? So yeah, those are my recommendations for being passionate, not toxic within your relationships. Let me know in the comments down below, what fixed sign are you if you have it. Everyone has a placement in their chart, even if you don't have a planet there. So I would recommend looking at the house. If you don't have any planets in a certain sign, look over the house. So say for instance, for me, I have no Leo in my chart, but that's only because I have no planets in Leo in my chart. However, my second house is in Leo. Okay, and so that's good, right? Typically, I heard somewhere, and I read this somewhere, where they said like if you have planets in a certain sign, that means you got work to do. Like you got to work on that planet and have to work on everything that deals with that planet. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense, because when it comes to my second house and my material and my assets, I know exactly what I want. I know exactly what it is, etc., etc. I just need to go and get it, and that's what I'm doing. But yeah, look to what the house is in and apply that to like this situation. You'll be able to feel it more. But if you're not into astrology and you just resonate with things in this video, let me know in the comments down below that this helped. And like, what do you do? What's one thing you do that was toxic that you're going to change moving forward, right? And of course, if you have any questions about this topic, put them in the comments down below because I'll help you too. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, and I really hope you guys take this to heart and do this, because you can have healthy, beautiful relationships without hurting yourself or hurting the other person that is in the relationship, right? Because we don't want relationships like that. Relationships like that does not thrive. It doesn't move. And we want relationships that move. We want relationships that are consistent, that thrives. So ask yourself, what type of relationship do I want? And this goes for friendships, this goes for romantic relationships, this goes for familiar relationships, this goes for coworkers, acquaintances. Apply to everything. Because I know y'all gonna come in the comments and you're gonna be like, my man, my girl. Shut up. Apply to everything. And then another thing, let me just say this before I lift off. Don't blame other people. I feel like fixed signs always try to blame everything outside of them for why they are the way they are. Suck it up. You're grown. Take responsibility. If that person gets you out of your character like that, why are they around you? Why are you allowing them to do it? You have to give them permission for you to act a certain way. So you can dead that excuse. Okay. But yes, guys, if you end up loving this video, again, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my post because I'm going to be posting a lot more. And I'm super excited to show you guys the videos that I have coming up this week and next week. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, my little angel fairies. Bye.